Hey guys, welcome back. Ron with Farming Up the Hill. We're going to show you another animal we got on the farm. These are very special, unique animals. Down the road we'll explain why we picked these animals up, but for right now, let's introduce you to them. And they're sheep. We've got some sheep. These guys are Columbia crosses.
They're
wool sheep. And wool / meat. They're bigger wool sheep. We got 10 ewes and 1 ram. The ram's in a different pen right now. We're planning on breeding them. We temporarily made a...
This is the pen they saw us making.
Yeah, this is a pen that you saw us making, and that's what it was for. This is our feeder for them, which is cattle panels. And then we just put a bale of hay in here and shove it forward, and then they can stick their head through and get plenty to eat. We put the bigger holes down below so they had plenty of room to be able to get into that. These are, like I say, nice grass. We got them. Mineral blocks, water. These are commercial sheep. We're going to be doing some different things with them. Eventually, yes. They might be used for meat, but right now we've got a whole different scenario. Like I said, we got a ram that we're going to be breeding them with. We needed to get them fattened up. They came out of the other side of the state, up in the mountains there, so they look a lot better than they used to.
Well, they didn't look bad. We don't want them to say that.
Oh yeah, they weren't bad. They were coming off of winter up in the mountains over there, so we got them a sheep goat mineral block, and we're getting them nice hay. And like I say, you've seen us build this pen, and once again, it is a temporary pen. And the nice thing about it is, in this pen is anytime you bring stuff in, any animal in, you really should quarantine them for a while. So I'm hoping to be able to really use this for a nice quarantine area for these animals.
Yeah, show them the gate we put on it.
So, but it's put together frugally, so we didn't spend a lot of money on it. So basically this is just a cattle panel rigged up, so we have some carabiners here that you just unhook them, and this can open up. And if we need to open up, so a cattle panel is 50 inches tall by 16 feet long. And so if we need to, and we need to open up a lot, we have a T-post here that we can undo a couple spots here real easy. And then down here we just used wire for a hinge. We put, what do we do, 3 spots. But we can undo this and then open this whole thing up if we had to.
Yeah, that's no space to get a vehicle in.
Yeah, so we can get the tractor in and side by side.
Because we've done that before and didn't leave enough space for that, and then you're digging everything by hand.
So we can clean it up. We have some more stuff to build for them. So I hope what I got these guys for, ladies, is going to pan out to be exactly what we want. So benefits the sheep. Their manure is outstanding for the ground. So we're trying to bring this chunk of land back to life. Really make it good where it'll grow. It's just been abused.
It's been neglected. It hasn't been abused.
Yeah, that's true. Neglected for about 50 years. We're getting these ladies here, getting them used to, this is their area. We'll put the ram in this fall to breed them, so we have lambs in the spring. No, I have no former knowledge of sheep, how to raise them, how to do anything. I did some research. I talked to some people. I talked to the people that we bought these from. Great people, by the way, just wonderful.
Been a great resource, yeah.
Yeah, they've been a great resource. So the nice thing about them is they have some just really beneficial things for the earth, the land. Really, the if you want to say the downside to them is they stomp their feet at a predator,
and then they run.
And then they run for a while, and then they just lay down and give up. So it's not really hard for a coyote or anything like that wants to come in here and get to them. They just got to chase them for a little bit, and they literally just lay down.
I probably put the Pyrenees in with them after they get acclimated. And Vern obviously likes to tell them what to do. Right,
and so with that resource, and then of course we got to watch it. We're gonna have to switch out a little bit what we do. We have goats. Goats require copper. Really, the minerals between the two animals is one and the same, except for copper. Sheep cannot process copper. So if they get copper, it just stays in their body, eventually builds up, and will kill them. So right now we have some minerals, and they do act a little tough for a little bit. They just tried to act like they're going to headbutt Vern. But if he really wanted to do something to him, he could get him actually to lay down.
Yeah, the people we got them for use Border Collies and Australian Shepherds to herd them. So
yes.
They know what Vern is.
Yes. And so, unbelievable dogs, by the way. Their dogs are just phenomenal. But anyway, the copper is the problem. So we're basically at the end of our minerals for the goats. So I'll buy the sheep minerals now, and then we'll buy the copper. They're little pills, and you put them on the end of a long rod, and you put it in the back of their throat, and you shoot it down their throat.
This is with the goats.
For the goats, because goats on the other hand have to have the copper. That's part of their regiment. They've got to have it, or they get sickly and die. But to make sure that the sheep don't accidentally get into the goat setup, we just do away with it. So then the only way the copper comes in is we actually put the goats in a harness, and you put the pills in their mouth, down their throat, and then they get a pill, and they're good for a while. And we don't have to worry about these guys accidentally getting into something, because unfortunately the other day I was doing something and I had a calf that came in this main area, and I was trying to get her back in with her mama and everybody. So I kind of propped that gate open a little bit, had it somewhat tied open, and tried to run her out. Well, Vern and me ended up chasing her out and around, and she got back in, but I forgot to come in and totally secure that gate. Well, come back about 45 minutes later, and that gate's wide open, and all the cows are in here. Well, the two bulls decided they were going to fight, and they destroyed.
You can go show them what they did.
Yeah, they destroyed the mineral bucket. There's a little bit of minerals left for the goats. I'll give that to them today, and then the rest of it's on the ground, and I'll just bury it. And then we had a bucket, a trash can, metal trash can, that I had alfalfa pellets and sunflower seed, black sunflower seeds, that we gave the goats as a treat. Keep them around, clean them up, put them on the milking station. Eventually I will want to milk the goats, just for different things. And the beautiful thing about the goats is everybody can have their milk. Cows, sheep, everybody can have it.
Here's the mineral bucket.
Yeah. So anyway, they came through, they put their hooves right through the mineral bucket.
Well, you can see what they've done to our pile of hay too.
And they threw pallets out fighting. And then they decided to, and I've already bent this out a little bit. It's really no good now for us because we got so many, because they busted the seam real good. But they totally had destroyed this trash can. I mean, like I said, I've pounded out a lot of the dents. It was pretty much flat. They just totally destroyed it. But those are the things we want to avoid if accidents happen like that. And once again, we had to get them back out, and it was an ordeal.
It was snowing and raining, and
oh yeah, no, it was quite the day, and it was early in the morning. So we got them back out. But those are the things I got to really watch out for, and I don't want them to do that. And then the sheep get out and they would get in those minerals. If they would do that to the new setup, it's no big deal. They all could eat it. It's not a big deal at all. It's wasteful, but that would be the only problem with it. But we have so many big rodents. You really got to put everything in metal. They just eat through plastic. If the rodents want to eat it, they don't really want the minerals, so don't worry about it. They can go in plastic buckets. But anything, sunflower seeds, pellets, there's still some in this can. But you know, the goats love it, and I give them some every day.
That is
in a bowl because they have kids. They're nursing. It helps out with the milk production and stuff for when they're nursing and stuff. So it does a nice job there. Come here. Hey.
Tammy knows exactly what was in that box.
Yeah, Tammy loved it. Yes, you did, didn't you? It also helps when I feed it. These girls used to just run from me. They notice that now they're coming over and smelling me, and I can touch them because they can smell that feed on my hand. So they're wanting me to know if I'm going to give them some. And look at them. And so now I can get a hold of them. I can touch them, check them out better. But they're like, "Where's the stuff at?" The little goats, we have been actually bringing them in every night, and tonight is going to be the first night we're not going to do that. We're going to throw another couple bales of wood chips in for them, and they're going to stay. I think it's gotten warm enough for them, and it's not supposed to have any moisture, so they're going to stay with mamas tonight. Isn't that right? Yes, it is.
You mean no more bathroom barn?
Yeah, no more bathroom barn. No more going to the bathroom in the middle of the night and listen to while you're trying to. What are you doing? Oh, such a good girl. Yes, I do. Oh, you are good. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. What's up, Anthony? Huh? Oh, you like that feed too, huh?
It is funny though, every night when we take the goats away, yeah, Anthony and Cleo both have to sniff them and say it's okay.
Yep.
Before we can take them.
And then when I bring them back in the morning, they want to sniff them before I put them away. But yes, they get here and they let me know when I pull them out of this gate. They're here, and they go nuts if I don't let them sniff them. So, and I'm hoping here, little Tammy, what are you doing, Tammy? Oh yes, we'll have her first kid. She's gotten
she's close.
I think she's getting close. She's showing the signs of it. The other thing we want to do with the milking station is, as you can see, part of it is I need to trim their hooves really bad, and I'm going to be doing that probably in the next few days.
That should be a fun video.
So we'll use the milking station. You give them some treats. It locks their head in, and then what we'll do is we'll slip a little rope around one of their feet. One person will hold it back, and then I can trim the rest of them because they become a tripod per se. And when you lift one foot in the air and then try to work through with the rest of them, they don't kick as much because they just don't have any control. So anyway, that'll be another interesting video. It'll be an interesting video too because in the scheme of things and talking to some people, I'm going to be shearing the sheep. And
that'll be in the spring though.
Yeah, that'll be in the spring, not for a while.
Yeah.
But that should be an entertaining video to watch. But the real trick is I'm not really worried about if you ever watch any of these shows where they're using they're shearing a ton of sheep. They got a huge setup and they're doing it for the clothing. You know, there's a certain way they want to do it. We're doing it for something else. So, oh yes, you. Oh yes. Your nose is so soft. So anyway, and then of course we still have. We sold off a few of the puppies, and we got one male and one female left. So hopefully we can get those sold off. And they're crazy. They are crazy, and
it's the little boy.
Yeah, and they're muddy.
They're clean today.
Yeah, this is clean compared. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. You know what to do. There you go. Good boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. See. Oh yeah. Let me get that out of your mouth. There you go. See. Oh yes.
Anthony's kind of a love hog.
Yeah, Anthony. He if I go in there, he pretty much won't let anybody near me. He goes to the puppies and he just uses his nose and rolls them over, and then he just cuts her off and uses his paw to hit her, knock her down if she is persistent. So anyway, that's kind of what we got going on. Lots of changes this year, by the way. Again, this we got.
Let's show the ram. He's over here.
Oh yeah, we can show you the ram. You know, we're trying to get into controlled breeding. We want to know when everything's going to happen. So here he is. Hey, buddy.
He's not a fan of Vern's.
Yes, he is not a fan of Vernon either. So we got 3 yearling heifers in here, and 1
steer. A steer.
Steer, which I think he's laying down over there.
He's right there.
Oh, there he is. So Michael will end up having these 3. He'll breed these 3 girls. Michael the bull. Chris, we actually got it from the same farm, so they would be too close in relatives, so we don't want to do any crossbreeding. So we will give these gals to Michael, and by the time breeding kicks in about November, when we'll start mixing them together, they'll be old enough.
And we put the ram in here to keep him company and away from the girls.
Correct.
The ewes.
Yeah, keep them away from the ewes because we don't want them. The other thing in sheep, if you breed them in the fall, they have multiple births, and these particular ewes we got are really good about doing twins. But you got to breed them in the fall. If you breed them in the spring, they only want to drop singles, and the birth weights are way down. So we want to do that in the fall. We rather, we want good, healthy animals.
I'm trying to get a picture of him.
Good luck, Keith.
I'm trying to decide on a name, and Ron keeps shooting everything down.
Yeah. I have a few names for it, but they're inappropriate for... And I was really kind of shocked. I did get a few comments from different things for calling...
the cow pork chop?
The cow pork chop, yeah. The steer we got. I called him pork chop, so... but it is very interesting on names and trying to get stuff wrapped up. So if you have a suggestion on what we could call the ram, leave us a comment. We'd like to hear it. All right, guys. Well, we're going to move on and get some other stuff accomplished. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up if you like these videos. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. We're trying to get more of them out there, a little more consistently too. So anyway, have a wonderful day.